The first question is, I feel that I'm asexual, which is a lack of sexual attraction to others,
Mhm.
but I want a romantic relationship. Is
Mhm.
God okay with an asexual couple getting married and having no sex?
Mm. It's a tough question to answer. I think my question would be with more questions, probably just around the asexuality of the person and kind of what makes them disinterested in sex, I guess. I'd be curious about that. Just what that is about for them. There can be a lot of reasons people don't want to have sex or don't feel sexual. I mean, you could like I could list 7 probably reasons why somebody would not want to be sexual, from body image issues to having challenges with like trauma, like sexual trauma they've
Hmm.
experienced, just cognitive distortions around sex and a lot of shame around it. I mean, I could literally list a bunch, but I guess that would be my first question, is that. And the second thing I think I would say is that I think God, designed us as sexual beings. Like, it's very clear in the scriptures that, that this is part of who he made us to be. And so I don't know what he'd say about having a non-sexual relationship with their spouse, but I do know he made us that way. And so I think there would be something that would be important to explore about that, like God's design for that person. So anyway, so I think I'd encourage them to explore that and to study that out, like that God designed us in that way. And would it be okay for them to have an asexual relationship? I really don't know what God would say. Like, there's no scripture in the Bible that says if you don't want to have sex, there's anything sinful about that. But we do know he designed us that way. So I can't really say what God would say, but I do know that he designed us to be sexual. And so I do think that it would be hard to find another spouse that would be
Mhm.
asexual. And I think that it would cause a lot of challenges, probably and potentially, for the relationship. And yeah, I think there could be a lot of just a lot of challenges for their spouse that would cause a lot of marriage issues. And I think that would have to be thoroughly discussed and talked about for that other person to count the cost of before they got married to that person. So I can't imagine that it would be fulfilling for the relationship itself without it having an integral part that God says he desires for us to have.
Yeah, that's good. And yeah, it takes a lot of courage too to ask these questions.
It does.